So this is Rich Miner from Google. Hi, Rich.
Hello.
Now, this is the show where Google makes its first big impression on the mobile world. Do you think you're ready for it?
Yeah, actually, we've been making quite an impression on the mobile world for a while. We've got a whole bunch of great mobile apps that have been downloadable for several years from Google's websites and have been embedded in phones with a lot of our partners and launched with a number of carriers, including our mobile maps and Gmail app. We also launched Android last November, which was quite a big splash and has been received quite well. So we're building on all of that here at the show.
Now, of course, you've mentioned Android. That's what everybody here wants to know about. I mean, there was an enormous amount of excitement last year. Can you carry that through and make it mean something? Because for the general public, an operating system on a mobile phone is a bit so what, but for the industry, it's quite important, isn't it?
Yeah, well, and that's why the show is important, because this is an industry show. So what you're going to see here is, us marching to plan from what we announced in November, where we launched our software development kit. We announced Android, the platform. We announced a whole bunch of partners. At this show, we're launching tomorrow morning a refresh of that software development kit with a significantly improved user interface and lots of additional capabilities. And around the show, you'll see a lot of our partners demonstrating Android running on a number of different mobile phone platforms. You won't see phones yet. As we've said, the phones are coming in the second half of this year, but you'll see our partners demonstrating significant progress.
Now, out there at the moment, you've got Symbian, which is the kind of giant of this world. You've got Microsoft trying to make an impression and boasting that it's got Windows Mobile on 20 million handsets, which maybe isn't that many after the time it's been going. You've got various other handset makers with their own kind of in-house solutions. What kind of space is Android going to find in that market?
Right, well, it's important to realize that there's about 1 billion mobile phones sold every year. So the numbers that you just mentioned is actually a pretty small percentage. So as Eric Schmidt said when we were announcing Android last November, we want to see thousands of phones based on Android. So Android, as the mobile phones, as those billion mobile phones all start to get messaging and media and online capabilities, we see Android starting to penetrate a very large percentage of those billion mobile phones over the next 5 years.
And what does that give to Google in this kind of continuing battle for the future of the internet? I mean, the battle's been fought on the desktop. It's now moving on to the mobile platform. So how important in Google's world and Google's battle with the likes of Microsoft is Android?
Yeah, well, I think it's important to realize that Android isn't so much Google as it is the industries, and it's open. So what it gives the industry and Google as a result of that is it gives us an open software platform that Google or anyone can leverage, build their services, and compete in a very much more open market. So in terms of, I don't think of this as a battle with Microsoft, but I think of this as spurring innovation. Google is an innovative company. We want to see innovation. And Android, by being open and not owned or closed by any one company, really enables innovation. And if it enables innovation and it's open, then Google will leverage that.
And what's the business model here? How do you earn money from putting Android on a lot of mobiles?
Well, again, Google makes its money when we deliver service to users, and as a result of delivering that service, those users see ads that are in context, that are meaningful and beneficial to the user. So what we're going to see with Android is, again, an open platform where we can launch our services and where users will enjoy those services, and as a result of that probably see some ads and probably generate revenue from us and our partners.
But the bottom line for consumers who probably don't care too much about operating systems is you're going to see more ads on your mobile.
No. Again, I think that what you're going to see is more innovation and more services. And then, if you've noticed, we've launched Google Mobile Maps, but you don't see ads in Google Mobile Maps yet. And the reason is when we deliver ads, we want to make sure that they're relevant and that they mean something to the user. And so typically when the user sees ads from Google, they like the fact that they see the ads. It's because they're looking for a pizza shop or something, and they see the pizza shop in the map, and it highlights that that's the closest one, or here's a bargain, or here's one click and you can get to that pizza shop. So I think of it more as we're going to delight users, and we'll be able to monetize that.
And finally, you said we're not actually going to see a handset this week. There's been a lot of rumors around that we will see some kind of prototype.
You'll see prototypes. So you'll see some prototype handsets, and you'll see breadboards with some of the latest processors running our platform, but handsets in the second half of the year.
Rich Miner, thank you very much.
Yeah, great.